Alright guys, so this is day one on Nick's terrain square competition. I've got a large plywood base and I've put a couple of boxes over there and a couple of boxes over there for the actual factories. This won't actually be this high. I'm going to cut the edge off so it matches the level for this building and this building. So it's going to be down level with it like that, just going all the way across there, just connecting the two plants with an internal sort of pathway. This here, which was an old cake tray, I'm just going to glue on top of the building there because that's going to be the pumping station, pumping all of the stuff they drill out along and into there, ready to transport to the silos. And then over here I found this from another Christmas present and I thought that looked quite cool for some kind of power station, so I'm going to use that on top of that building there. The internal of the foil thing, I'm going to cut this pipe in half, so I'll have two. I'll drill holes down through the buildings and stick one there and one there for a chimney. And then this, which will be the actual drill, it's going to be internal drill. I want to cut the corner off of that building so that this won't actually be there, it'll be more there into the building. And then these bits I found from my mum, from her sewing machine. I thought that looks like a fan, so I'm going to stick them on the centre up top there, and the whole plan is to make a power fan. I'll be sunk down to about there, a power fan on the top of the building there. So, and then the other spool that I found, I'm going to drill a hole into that and into that, so it'll be halfway down, going through out the other side for that. And I'll just go through all my bits box and anything else I can find, maybe some cocktail sticks for hoses going across as well. And then through the centre here, all the way down here, I want to do the lava effects with Darth Vader melting on the side. If I can find a character, I'll find someone. But yes, that is the whole idea for it. So we'll see how we get on. These are very, very flimsy plastics. I'm going to do an internal PVA glue just to try and hold its shape. And obviously I can't hot glue them down, so I'm just going to PVA glue them down. But that's the basic structure. We'll see how it goes as we go on. Okay, so this is the factory so far. We've got the two chimneys there. This factory's gone alright. I've stuck some glue on the windows around there. We've got the drilling down there with a couple of pipes just going down, sucking all the lava up. And I chose to not have a solid pathway, just have an open top pathway. I've stuck some little floor mounts in there just to bring out a bit more detail. And then with the other building, the cake tray wasn't actually going to fit. It was like half a centimetre leaning over, so I decided to go for a power station. So I've got some cables going down and a chopstick just down the centre, and then yes, I had to add them in, use them up, add them in, use them as some kind of power station pylon. Futuristic. Had to. So I'm not sure if you're going to hate me for it or yeah, but they're in there. And the runoff pipe going down, and that'll be filled with lava, and we're going to use some polystyrene to make some mounds on the base going under the bridge so that we can have the lava effect. otherwise that's as far as we've got now. So next stage will be doing the polystyrene and then giving it a base coat. Alright guys, this is the project so far. Originally I was going to just literally do it the same as the previous factories and have it as this as the finished job. So lava effects, lava down there going all the way across, and then just plain grey buildings that have been washed with black. But now I've looked at it, it doesn't seem right at all. So what I'm doing is my neighbour has got me some of this material, so brilliant for fences, so I'll make a couple of fences out of this, but I'm also going to be adding a rim around the edge and penciling, or sorry, using pen on the top of that to try and get that tiled effect. And then what I'm also going to do is these ridges here, I'm going to have that flat bit there as a panel, but then ridges I'm going to try my hand at wet blending. Yeah, first time I've ever tried that, following the back to basics from Idic beer. I'm going to try my hand at wet blending for the first time. If it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter, it's only a piece of scenery. It's not like messing up a model or anything, but always worth trying something new. So yes, I'm going to add the fence panels around the edge of that. I'm going to wet blend there, and I'm thinking of this little corner piece here, fencing it off. So you've got one entrance there, and just somehow fencing it off somehow without going into the lava. Maybe just a fence going from here to there, or something like along that lines. But yes, that's the next stage in the factory and the power plant. So yes, we should just have to wait and see what happens with the next stage. Alright guys, next stage of this factory, and as you see, I haven't added any of the polystyrene mounds under the bridge. Now there is a reason for it, because I like the whole themed idea of a tank column attacking from under a bridge. Perfect height. I add anything onto that, then they just won't make it through, because then obviously you've got the tanks underneath getting cover. You can put the guys on top, you can have guys running around underneath. It's just brilliant, it's just perfect. So I won't be adding anything underneath. Obviously Darth Vader isn't under there, but he won't be added in this series. He will be added at a much later date. But yeah, I already figured out which model I'm using. I got my spare model. It just won't be added for this competition. Anyway, moving on. I have added a few little bits of detail around. Just little touches around it all. And then I tried wet blending for the first time ever. I don't think it went too well. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all of them red and just try and do some bright orange glowing effects on it. I'll just leave them red. That'll do. So yes, so that won't actually be that, it'll be red. And then the fences, this stuff that I said I was going to put round as fences. You know what? Having that much, there's actually quite a bit here, but I'm not going to use it on this. I'm going to make separate fences to just plop around the battlefield in any way I want. Just be able to change the battlefield up. So this piece here, this two factories combined, is pretty much finished. So I'll come back once I've repainted that in another part of the video, because I also want to be adding some of these just around, just to perk up a bit more detail. And I want, on that little sign there, I'm going to write Scragsian, obvious reasons. But yes, so when we come back, it'll be completely finished and you'll be able to see the full finished job, and that'll be my entrance. Okay guys, here it is. It is completely finished now. I gone over the grate there with a pen, and yeah, painted them all red. I've blacked out all of the windows all the way around, painted all the little bits of details everywhere, and transfers. Stuck the numbers around, factory numbers, details, and on the back there the ID number for the factory or the whole complex or whatever. So not too shabby. We've got a power plant and the drilling factory to go with everything else. So I'll just set this all out so you can see the entire terrain lot, as now I have completed the entire board. Okay guys, right, so I'm about to put this on the table so you can see the completed project. Not quite sure where I found this model.
No!
But there is Darth Vader, all burning and melted away, no legs, arms broke off. Yes, and it keeps it clear for all them tanks to go under. So let's see how this looks on the table. Alright guys, table is completed. So I've built some juicy little fences and put them around the table, spread some stones out. So we've got the buildings as they were before, with some fences in there, some supply depot back there, rocky mound over there, supply depot there. But then the centerpiece, it actually creates a hell of a lot of line of sight blocking where it is. And you've got all these other buildings dotted all around. This table is absolutely chock-a-block packed. I absolutely love it. It's just come out perfect. So this massive centerpiece is doing its job. It's come out real nice. Obviously painting and converting, I'm not exactly the world's best, but as it stands I'm quite happy with it. Power station, drilling station, the factory works, whatever it is, and then the ingot factory and silos. I'm quite happy with that. So yes, this is my entry into Idic Beer's Terrain Square Corner competition. I don't believe I've created enough corners. I can't add that one because it's been squared off. So there's only 7 corners, not 8. But that's good enough for me. So yes, if you haven't checked out Idic Beer, please do go and check him out. Give him a sub. Its competition has been sponsored by 2 different people. You got War Games Yeah, they've got a huge, fantastic store up in Southport. If you go on to their Facebook page or their YouTube channel, or you go onto their website and check out all the stuff that you can get from there, they have absolutely got huge amounts of stock. If you ever manage to get the chance to go there, do it. Absolutely do it. It's just so many really nice tables. And I believe they are holding a miniature competition within this competition, with all the staff trying to make the best full terrain board. Let's see if they can beat this. And then this competition's also being sponsored by Inside Out Terrain. So if you haven't checked them out yet, please do so. Go and check them out. He's a lovely, excellent painter. He's a commission painter as well, so go check out his skills, his quality, and if you want to speak to him if you need anything commission painted, he is an absolutely fantastic painter, and I think he'll do terrain for you as well. And I definitely know full well I can't beat him on terrain. But yes, so this is my entry. I'm quite happy with it. Darth Vader, I don't think he's too happy with it, but hey, that's what you get for standing near lava. Right, well, I'm happy with this. It's this table will be featured in a upcoming battle report, so keep your eyes peeled and you will see this soon again, with plenty of real nice models fighting over it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this series. Take it easy. Good gaming.